Yo, 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 podcast land. Guess who is back in the building? We have the one, the only, the phenomenal. She been teaching us real estate. I mean, from YouTube land to TikTok. Well, she is getting the followers like crazy. You know what I'm saying? She got everybody across the globe talking about home ownership, real estate, NACA, building your credit, fixing your credit score, becoming a homeowner, handling your business. You've seen her many times on Who They Want podcast show, but now she does her own thing under the Who They Want Entertainment brand. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Latasha McDowell, the Lux Life real estate coach.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I am Latasha McDowell. As my wonderful producer gave me this amazing. I feel like I'm somebody now. Gave me
You
this
see?
amazing, this amazing introduction. So normally, well, I guess this is my season two here
That's
for
your
my
season
season.
two return for your brand.
Yeah, so it's the return of Latasha.
That's right.
Okay, so typically I'm always talking about real estate, but I think it's time for me to be a little more transparent and tell you a bit about me and how I actually got into the real estate, which is really more about service than anything.
Right.
Um, so to begin with, I'm Latasha McDowell. Now, I wasn't always Latasha McDowell, the real estate coach. Throughout my life, I've worn many hats, and I've had many different jobs and experiences. Luckily, I've always had the grace of God to be in a position of service. So, and this, I'm going somewhere with this, so follow me.
Okay. No problem.
So, for those who don't know, I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. I relocated to Tallahassee, Florida via lovely Hurricane Katrina. She's such a sweetheart, and she should be well dressed because she got all my clothes. But anyway, I digress. Um, I came here. When I came here, I pretty much was given the opportunity to kind of start life again.
Hmm.
A lot of people may not have viewed it that way, but it was a fresh start. Not that my life
Absolutely.
was horrible before, it wasn't. I worked for Oxnard Health Plan in Louisiana. I have been working for Oxnard since 1993. They're a very good organization, they're very good to their people, which is why I probably would have never left, right? Because I was able to matriculate while I was there. However, a lot of things was lacking in my life. What I mean is not financially, not
Okay.
business wise, but um, the food I needed to feed my soul is what I was missing. I was living life, but I wasn't participating in life, right?
Right.
So I had these wonderful friends. Of course, in New Orleans, we have the laissez-faire lifestyle, which means party, party, party. Was having a good time, didn't have a bad life, but I didn't have a fulfilled life, right?
Mm. Yeah.
So while there, one of my closest friends, her mom was a mortgage lender. So I had her mom, who was a mortgage lender, whom had us go to class so we could become mortgage lenders as well. Um, and I had an aunt who was a real estate agent, and I had another aunt who was my godmother who flipped houses. So I was always surrounded by real estate, but I never was involved in real
Okay.
estate because I was working at the hospital, right,
Right.
and doing health insurance. So I was still in a capacity of service. So I did that for a while. Oh, come along Hurricane Katrina, right? And I ended up here in Tallahassee. Well, in New Orleans, you kind of grow up with this chip on your shoulder, kind of defensive. I'm gonna get you before you get me, kind of thing. We're very
Hmm.
kind people. Now, we're very kind people. Don't get me wrong, but we're always on guard as
Right.
well, right? And that's because of the lifestyle. If you're always having fun, that means you can be easily taken advantage of because you're not quite paying attention, right? So when I came here to Tallahassee, it was a massive culture shock for me. One, I came from a predominantly black city that was ran by black people. Not so much in Tallahassee. That's number one. Where I came from also had a lot of progressive African American people. Not so much Tallahassee. But there also was this thing that Tallahassee offered that New Orleans didn't offer and was different was, I guess, peace,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
Um, because of Hurricane Katrina, I had gotten the pleasure to experience the kindness of the human heart. Like you always hear bad news, but when Hurricane Katrina hit, there was so much outpouring of love from the people here in Tallahassee. Like just love. Now, don't get me wrong, it has some slick mouth people. Some of them I'm related to, but it was an outpouring of love overall. And Hurricane Katrina, God allowed it to really show me the kindness of the human heart. So I try to show people the kindness of the human heart in what I do, which is before real estate, it was disability, working with Social Security disability, had a lot of opportunity to change people's lives with helping them get their Social Security disability, which I kind of changed careers. Really, when my father passed, I really couldn't be exposed anymore emotionally to people who were ill because it was such an emotional toll. Oftentimes, I would often see people right before they passed, right before they transitioned. So once my
Mhm.
dad passed, I really couldn't do that anymore. Very satisfying to know that you've helped change the dynamics of someone's life, but as someone's family. Because if you help the person who's sick, not only are they getting, Social Security disability benefits as far as financially, but they're also getting the health care that they need through Medicaid and through Medicare to improve their lives, which improves the lives of everyone because then you don't have your family constantly worrying about you. You're getting the medical treatment that you need, so on and so forth. So it was a
Right.
very rewarding job. It really was. Or not job. It was a rewarding career, right? So I went back to something I wanted to do, and this is going to be funny. I don't know if you've ever seen the show Girlfriends
Yes, I'm
before.
familiar with it. Yes.
So at home in New Orleans, my best friend and I we used to watch Girlfriends religiously, and I was always the Tony Childs character, the
Mhm.
very ha ha. And Tony Childs was a real estate agent. I don't know if you knew that. She was a real estate agent, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
So she was a chocolate bunny who was a real estate agent. Um, Also, that reminded me of real estate. My friend's mother passed, reminded me of real estate. I started thinking about what I had started per se in New Orleans and kind of abruptly left. So I came back to real estate, right?
Right.
And being a realtor has been extremely rewarding because I get to teach people how to make the impossible possible,
Yes, you do.
right? I get to educate people on how they can have their piece of the pie and how they can magnify it from going a piece to the whole damn pie. So I really love real estate, not so much because of the financial aspect, which is good, but what's the rewarding part is changing people's lives,
Right.
giving them that hope, reminding them if you want something bad enough, you can have it. There is no obstacle too great. And if there is an obstacle, let me show you how this obstacle can be removed, right?
Right.
I've had a lot of obstacles in my life. Again, I'm from New Orleans, okay? In New Orleans, we have a lot of interracial racism. I'm a darkie,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
So we're typically less than, okay? Um, I grew up in the last street in New Orleans on Galvez, which is called the Hole, okay? But I had a father who was a bus driver and a mother who was a housekeeper. And they scraped and scrimped to send my sister and I to private school. There's actually six of us, but the last two went to private school. And what they gave me and they instilled in me, my dad thing always was never take anyone's word, always research. And my mom was always, as hard as you work, you reward yourself,
Absolutely.
right? So it was always instilled in me that with my mom, um, she literally had to clean up someone else's house and take care of someone else's kids before she was able to take care of her kids, right?
Right.
She had to feed someone else's child before she was able to feed her own,
Mm.
right? And my dad was a bus driver, which means he took all the crap, worked overtime. He didn't have the ability to come to watch us march in the parades or be at different events because he was working
Mm.
to provide us with an education, right? So those are the things my parents instilled in us. And even though they didn't have 20 cents to get cheese on a Whopper, I promise you, not once in my life did I feel like that we were poor or financially challenged. We were always the kids on the block who had the latest and greatest because of the sacrifice, right? There was times I saw my daddy before he went to bed and he was gone before I got up. But he instilled in me this work ethic, right?
Mm.
And the desire to always go and get what you want and not let the things in life hold you back. Because, child, like I tell you, um, not to get too personal, but we've all had some bad relationships. Um, I've survived cancer. I've survived an abusive relationship physically. I've survived an abusive relationship verbally, but not once did I allow that to stop me from being what I was meant to be. Not once have I allowed that to stop me from helping others. Okay. I
Right.
spent a long time in my life, um, honestly, sad, depressed, whatever you want to call it, whatever frame you want to call it, because out of my mama's kids for a long time, it was just me, right? My sisters, they were married, they had kids. My brothers, they had old ladies with wives on the side. Um, so it's the truth. Um,
Okay.
sorry, sister-in-laws. Sorry. Oh, my brother's here. My brother's here. Eldridge Atlas. That's my brother. He could tell y'all.
Okay. Shout out
Um,
to you.
but for a long time, it was just me. So Christmases was very sad, right? Um, because I was alone. Christmas,
Mm.
Thanksgiving, everybody come with their whole families, and it was me. But because of how I was raised, and what my parents instilled in me, I knew I had to get my hustle on. I knew and I was shown that you only spend 10% of your time on the problem, but 90% on the solution, right?
Okay.
So we tend to dwell in the muck of life, right? And allow that to consume us. But if we spend more time in our solution, that's how we'll get to the sunshine,
Mm.
right? So that's how I got to real estate, right? And again, the money ain't bad, but there is nothing like meeting someone saying, I wish I could buy a house. Oh, my credit is horrible. Girl, no, it's at 400 and something, or it's at 300 and something, right? Everything past due, everything horrible. And for me to look them in the face and say, baby, we can have that cleaned up in 6 months. It's
Right.
going to take some work, it's going to take some determination, but I got you, right? And
Right.
we get together, we get in that paint, we start sending out the dispute letters, we start making arrangements, we start setting up things to do automatic draft on the things that we can. I teach them the snowball method. And the day that we close on their house and they get their keys, that's what I work for.
Mm.
That's a phenomenal feeling,
No, that's right.
right? Like my mom always had the dream of owning her own home, and she closed her eyes and didn't have that opportunity. So it is my pledge to her that no one else should ever have that void if I can help it.
Salute to that.
You know, so that's pretty much kind of like me in a nutshell. That's my driving force. That's why I do what I do. That's why you see all the little goofy TikTok videos, and I try to make them as informational as possible. I try to be as available as I possibly can, which you already know that because of I make myself so available, I become unavailable because I make myself so
Yes, you.
available,
I know exactly what you're saying now.
right? But that's why I do what I do. And, you know, Katrina caused a major shift for me. Right before Katrina, I remember going to church one Sunday and the pastor saying, "What do you want to answer for when you show up?" And I'm going to tell y'all a word of a lie. That was the reason why my friends called me Tony Childs, because I was one of those stuck up, not so nice, self oriented
Diva.
diva. Now, I looked out for my family. Don't get me wrong. Anything I could do for my mama, her feet ain't touched the ground. My nieces and nephews, they was all that in the bag of chips. It's the rest of these Americas. Well, not so much.
You got the comment section over here lit.
Oh, what? I can't even see what people are saying. I really can't.
What?
First of
You
all, I
can't.
wear glasses and it's small. Maybe I don't touch the wrong thing. Oh, somebody saying what? Show preach. I mean, I'm just telling you the truth, right?
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
and my brother on here, he could tell you, he better not. He better not. He can, but he better not. I
How you
know he
gonna
is.
read him and unread him at the same time?
He better not. I know where he live. And if he want crawfish pasta for Thanksgiving, he better not say a word. Moving on.
Yes, we shall.
Moving on. But no, that's why I sincerely do what I do. I try to motivate people and try to be as inspirational as I possibly can because I know what it's like to be in a dark place. You know, I know what it's like to want something so bad and it always just eludes you. So I want the crawfish pasta. You got to get there early, girl. They hit it up. Um, but at the end of the day, I can't say the rationale behind why other realtors do what they do, but I do what I do for the pure love and joy of helping other people. I can honestly say that. And I can honestly say that when I asked God to use me and when I got in my own way, because that's a big thing that we do too, we get in our own way. That's a major one. And the second major one that we do is we don't forgive ourselves.
Mm.
We continually ask God for forgiveness, but we forget to forgive ourselves and give ourselves a little grace, right? So once I got in my own way and I asked God, what was my purpose? What was I here for? What did He want me to do? That's kind of like when everything fell into place for me. It really did. Um, After the storm was when I got baptized. So I was like 30 when I got baptized. Um, and really started embracing my calling And once I started embracing my calling, that's when clarity hit. That's when I came out of that cycle. You know,
Uh,
if you don't learn a lesson the first time, God will send you back into it over and over and
yes, it
over
will. Repeating,
again, right? You may be up today,
but you can be down
right?
tomorrow.
But tomorrow, because you didn't learn that lesson, so you're going to make the same mistakes, you're going to be
Mm,
right back down, right? So it wasn't until, like they say, you let go and let God.
mhm.
I literally had to let go and let God. And when I let go and I let God, then I was, I mean, my husband found me. Technically, he stalked me, but that's a different story. But
You ain't gonna be
we
talking
met.
about my partner like that.
No, but we met over and over and over again. And initially, when I met my husband, I didn't see the $1 million man that he was because my mindset wasn't right, right? And what's funny is my husband and my husband, he's from Tallahassee, but he worked in New Orleans at the time of the storm and before. My husband knew everybody in my family, but he and I had never met.
Mm,
So when he brought his own self to the family barbecue, which is another story, everybody knew him, right?
right.
Everybody knew him. And we met in KFC drive-through. He come walk up to my car talking about some, ooh, that's some nice thighs. And I was so thrown off. Mind you, I was on the phone with the person I was dating at the time. And I was so thrown off. I wanted to give him the wrong number, give him the right number. But 15 years later, here we are. And like again, not to be too transparent, but in all those other failed relationships and attempting to fill a void, right? Um, and trying to make something fit that wasn't supposed to fit. Before I met my husband, I had 3 miscarriages, right?
Okay.
Um, and when I look back, and the people, the daddies I've been attached to, God does everything He does for a reason, right? But when I got pregnant with my son, first of all, I don't even know when I got pregnant with him. But anywho, um, you know, he was meant to be here. I was on bed rest the entire time. I was sick the entire time. I could only eat my mama food. Everything else made me violently hurl. But he survived because he was what God wanted for me. And you know that's my boo. That's my
Right.
boo. But I can't tell you the devastation of you going to the doctor, seeing a heartbeat, hearing a heartbeat, and losing your child. Um, in New Orleans, the hospital was right by St. Joseph's Church. And I can remember the last time it happened, laying face down on the church steps because it was in the middle of the night and the church was closed and it was during winter time. And I was 11 weeks. I would have been 12 weeks. I was 11 weeks and being with my mom. And I just laid face down and just asked the Lord to fix it, right? And just said, I give up and try and do things my way. So He had to bring me all the way down. What titles didn't matter, money didn't matter, material items didn't matter. He brought me all the way down to the lowest of the low so I could look up and see Him, right?
Mhm.
So I'm telling my whole story to encourage someone, to let them know no matter what storms life may bring, literally in my case, a category 5, but no matter what storms life may bring, whether they're physical, emotional, or financial, if you can look up, you can get up. If you want to be a homeowner, if you want to have a nice car, if you decide you want to go back to school, whatever seed has been planted in your heart, it could definitely blossom. Because we forget that a seed is planted in the soil, and the soil is a dark place, right?
Mm.
But in that dark place is where you get your nutrients, okay? And that's where your roots are growing. And your root is your foundation. So we always in such distress about being in a dark place when we really should give thanks for that dark place because that's where our seeds is growing. And then once our roots have taken hold and gotten their bearings, then it bursts through and becomes that beautiful plant. But
Hello,
even though
somebody.
it's that beautiful plant, remember that plant still requires some rain and some sunshine. Too much rain, the plant will drown. Too much sunshine, the plant burn. And the mystery is the word is the seed. Yes. So I'm here to tell you, um, it's possible. Like going from heartbreak to physically losing everything to losing my mom, losing my dad, um, and losing some, you know, family relationships. God does everything for a reason, and He makes no mistakes. Because I can say now, when I decided to stop being a scaredy cat and left them people job and decided that I was going to listen to God and walk on faith, I now actively own 5 income producing businesses. 5. I don't believe in being the stream. I believe in being the river. See, a stream will dry up, but that river is going to continually flow. And in His Word, He said He is a tree planted by the what? He didn't say it's by a stream. He says by a river. Okay? So she said, yes, child, I understand. It is very frightening to go from, you know, knowing that check coming every week to, oh Lord, it's on me. Oh Lord. I get it, boo. I get it. But He not gonna plant nothing in you that He don't mean for it to grow. When last time you seen a sparrow starving?
The big bag.
And I'm gonna tell you to jump. And I'm not telling you something I didn't have to tell myself. I don't have to remind myself. Like just last week, my sister cussed me out and told me I was tripping because I told her I don't feel like I've accomplished anything. And she was like, "Bitch, what?" But don't miss your opportunity. Don't have a shoulda, coulda, woulda. You don't want to live like that. It's a miserable existence. It's better to have tried and to fail than never have tried at all.
Yes, Lord.
You know, I would have never thought that I would be sleeping at night and I'd be hearing bing, 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 bing. That'd be money, right?
Right.
I ne-
Make money while you sleep. False move.
I never thought that. Never. And every day, God manifests a different way that He wants me to move, a different way. But it always is for helping His people. It's always in service. I can't walk out that door, say I'm about to go do something for me, and God go,
Not today.
absolutely not. He'll shut it down quick. I was telling my nephew earlier today, my nephew is my assistant. I'm gonna wrap this up. I saw my nephew earlier today. He was talking about, I don't know what I want to do, blah, 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 blah. Right?
Right.
So I said, and he was like, I want to figure out how I can make more money. We love our money. He young, he'll learn. So I said, nephew, figure out how you can make $5 in 10 minutes. And he was like, what? Figure out how you can make $5 in 10 minutes. He was like, I don't know. Well, I guess I could, write some stuff. I'm good at proofreading, and maybe I could charge people for proofreading. So if you're doing that, multiply that by how many minutes in a day. You got a money making venture, you didn't even know it. So a lot of people be sitting there thinking about, oh, I need to make this amount of sales in a day. No, break that shit down,
Yeah.
right? Break that shit down.
Absolutely.
Stop looking at it like this. Look at it like this. You want to sell a product? Okay, real simple. It's all in how you advertise it. And when you're advertising the product, you point out how your product solves a problem. Usually a problem that a person didn't even know they had. But then once you solve that problem for them, then you have created your own niche and you have changed the game. That's your free advertising for the day, okay? Don't get on these social medias. I don't want to see now one more damn video about how somebody makes something that's overdone. Make your video about how your product makes a person feel. It's the feeling.
Word.
People want to feel like they're rich. They want to feel luxury. It's the feeling. I don't care if you're making soap, candle, whatever.
Yeah, see,
I'm
spice
Latasha.
bowls are the new craze.
The who?
The spice bowls are the new craze of money ventures.
Spice bowls.
Yeah.
What's the spice bowl?
When you put a bunch of like jalapeno pepper spice stuff, like
Child from New Orleans. We've been doing that shit for years. What you talking about?
that's the new latest trend. I see everybody getting hip to. You
All
know it.
right then.
Right.
There's a difference between spice and seasoning. So you're talking about spice?
Yeah, like jalapeno peppers, hot chips, stuff like that. Mix it
So
all
people
in one
want
big
stuff that's gonna burn their a hole.
in a bowl. Like, yeah, that's what they requested. It's the spice bowl. Salute to
A
them.
hole. So they want a hole burn in the bowl.
That's the request of the world now.
Somebody gonna create something that's gonna make their booty feel good.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is for another segment.
I'm saying like they done thought that okay, they done started the problem, so you create a solution. Talk about how your cream is better than preparation H. I don't know. I'm just saying.
As long as you don't get sued like Johnson and Johnson.
That's above me. All right, y'all. So I'm Latasha McDowell, your luxurious life real estate agent here in Tallahassee, Florida. I do service Florida and the entire United States of America. If you are needing any assistance with credit restoration, it's not repair, it's not broken, it just needs to be restored and a life brought into it. Feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you get to where you need to be. If your desire is home ownership, reach out to me. Um, if you just basically need somebody to tell you get your I'm here
Reach
for
out
that.
to her. Yeah.
I'm here for that too. If you're needing, assistance with marketing tips or learning about the actual analytics of things in your marketing, that's my brother. Talking about some he need a job. Now, mind you, what my brother don't know is about 30 minutes before this podcast, I passed by his job and I saw his red old school antique truck out there. So he got a job. Craig, you got a job, Craig. Cut that out. Cut it out, Craig. But as always, I am most grateful to my producer for having the patience of Job with me and understanding that I am mostly not available because I've made myself too available. And I greatly appreciate him for letting my little light shine.
Absolutely. Y'all gotta follow her on TikTok, ladies and gentlemen. Like, her TikToks are incredible. She do live shows there where she really
Right,
get
right.
informative. I know I say TikTok live and y'all expect a bunch of craziness because it's TikTok, but she uses the algorithm strictly for business and she goes to work on TikTok. So follow her on TikTok.
I try. I try. I try. So, again, I want to thank you all for sharing your time with me. Please know when I say this, it sounds rehearsed, but it's not because I do mean it from the bottom of my heart. You could have spent your time with anyone else. Time is the one commodity that you cannot get back. And I thank you for spending your time with me. And I hope that I was well worth the investment. I hope you walk away from this um, with a little more knowledge and a whole lot more faith.
Where can we purchase your book at? You ain't gonna just leave the
Oh,
audience on a
oh
cliffhanger and you got all this stuff available,
my
resources.
bad. My bad. Thank you, sir. My bad. Okay, so I do have a book, Credit Restoration. It's called Good Credit, Bad Credit. It's now available on Amazon. It's available on Etsy. There's a link in my bio, which the bio is somewhere around here. I don't know. My website is LatashaMcDowell.com. On my website, please go in, tell your friends, sign up for the newsletter. It has great informational tips about credit repair, credit restoration, and home buying tips. Um, Also, some life tips in there. Um, so make sure that you do go sign up so you can get. I don't owe your job. Yeah, I'm job stalking, brother. Um, I was showing I was showing houses on your side of town. Um, but that is available. The book is available. It's actually on sale for $10.95. The book includes all the dispute letters, so you can get it, share it with your friends. I'm not funny acting. We all need to have good credit. How my brother gonna do a plug for his business during my segment? African Americans, I tell you. Anywho, so my brother says, don't forget about the Cajun man on the south side. So if y'all want some gumbo, did there you go, brother. If y'all want some gumbo, holla at your boy. His gumbo, it's good. It ain't better than my mama's, but it's good though. Ain't better than my mama's, but it's good though. Not better than mama's, but it's good though. Anywho, so the book has all the dispute letters for you. It has all the third party credit bureaus, which we'll discuss what a third party credit bureau is another day. It's instrumental in disputing things and getting off your credit bureau report forever. Also, my YouTube channel, which is Lux Life Realtor, where you'll find out there what the third party credit bureau is. On there, I cover a gauntlet of everything. It's a free video library like Furfur. So anything that you need to know that 95.5% of the people um, love you too, brother. Um, 95. Hold on, America. I want to duly note it that I told my brother I loved him in a public arena because my siblings and everything give me trash about not saying I love you enough. So anyway, um, I don't want to think I like him or anything, but please, the YouTube channel, Go ahead and subscribe. Get the information that you need. Start working on your credit. Like I said, the book is 10.95. Go ahead, print those letters out, and you are a child. She got to tell you it's good. But anyway, so make sure your parents got to buck you up. If your parents don't buck you up, who gonna do it? I said it was good, damn it. Anywho, so go ahead, get the book. In 2021, I'm sorry, 2022, it's time for a change. If you've ever thought about being a real estate agent, right, and you're in the state of Florida, please reach out to me. Keller Williams is now offering free real estate courses. So if you're thought about or considered real estate, you don't have to sell houses. There are plenty more jobs in real estate besides selling houses, okay? Um, that's why my nephews and them all work for me. But anywho, there's a lot of things you can do besides selling houses and real estate to make money and to help people. Okay. So if you've ever been interested in that, reach out to me. I can help you get started. If you need a study partner, I have, you thought I was going to say me, huh? No. I have plenty of other mentees who are going through the process as well. And you guys could team together. You can even use my office as a study space, right? If you need to get out the house. So that's what I have to offer. Did I forget anything, sir?
That covers everything. That covers up all the bases. Looks like you
Let me see.
covered.
Yeah, we did credit restoration, real estate courses. I have a property management company where we also do home repairs and restorations. So if you have AC problems, whatever, call me. Um, what else? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's why I got bags under my eyes. Um, but again, thank you, sir,
You're
for
very
the
welcome.
platform.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that includes the reintroduction of Latasha McDowell. You did. I hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all learned something, shared laughs, support the home team. Invest invest in yourself, basically. She giving you all the tools for you to invest in you. She ain't doing this to invest in a bag. If you check one of her TikToks out, she will blatantly tell you how broke she really is in one of her TikTok episodes. I'm just saying, you know,
That's why I can't let my husband go.
you feel me? But she's definitely the real deal. I wouldn't be vouching for her if I didn't know it, didn't feel it, and really got to know her personally. Like, you really want to fix your credit, become a homeowner, you need the Lux Life real estate coach in your life. And we're gonna end this live because she got phones ringing off the hook. Her office is busy. You did. So that concludes. Tune in next week. She returns back with episode 2. We're out.
We're out. Thank y'all.